Youth-led e-commerce businesses are emerging across South Africa, driven by digital access and the push for independence. Despite this, many of these ventures close within just a few years. Limited support, complex compliance rules, and a lack of access to network continue to hold young entrepreneurs back. Joining me to unpack more on this is David Morobe, Executive General Manager for Impact Investing at Business Partners Limited. David, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, according to recent reports, a significant percentage of youth-owned e-commerce SMEs in South Africa fail within just a few years of operations. What do you think is the cause of this?
One of the factors is lack of planning. The other could be what is it that pushes them to start those particular businesses. Remember, we have a huge unemployment factor, and sometimes people choose something not because it is their passion or something that they are capable of doing, but because there are no opportunities for them to pursue. So if you look at unemployment at 46%, and about a factor of that being that 50% of our workforce comprises young people. These are the factors that could be contributing to ventures failing, and therefore we need to provide some kind of support for them to sustain.
So I like that you mentioned the youth unemployment issue, which is a huge issue in our country. In a fast-changing economic environment, what role do you think the National Youth Development Agency and the Department of Small Businesses should play in helping the youth pivot this?
Look, it's all hands on deck. I think we need the agencies, we need private sector players such as ourselves, we need community structures to be there to support these young people. And what we need to do is to give them the tools of the trade to say, when you want to start a business venture, what is it that you need to consider? What we do through the SME Toolkit is to offer them that opportunity to evaluate all aspects of their business venture. That is how they can build a roadmap that says where exactly are they going with this business venture, what are they going to do, how are they going to do it, when and where, and why they think it's going to be a successful venture. So it becomes then a very good tool for them to engage with potential investors, to engage with anyone in the network that could be a mentor and guide them towards something. You can imagine, you and I probably have tons of ideas throughout the day. Unless somebody can help you package those ideas and make a success of them, you are unlikely to succeed over the long term if you don't plan properly, even in a rapidly changing environment. So coming again to your question, we need the NYDA, we need the business partners limited such as ourselves, and we need all other structures that can make sure that these business ventures see the light of day and are able to sustain, because they can help us combat the very challenges that we spoke about of unemployment, which is a real ticking time bomb for us.
David, young entrepreneurs are often painted as the future of the economy, but we often see them consistently undermined by systematic barriers, and that's also red tape and compliance rules. What do you think can help or can be done with this?
I think the issue of red tape is a universal challenge for us in South Africa, because it affects you and I, the younger people. You're probably much younger than I, but it is young people, it is mature businesses that are facing this red tape. So it's important for us to say, what are the systemic challenges that we need to address as a nation? Because young people cannot realize that potential that they can contribute to our society. We've seen many young people come up with good ideas, leveraging technology, as you mentioned earlier on, and these opportunities will not be taken unless we make sure, for instance, if they want to register a business, the ease of registration is supposed to be made easy for them. When they want to work with municipalities, whatever licenses and permission that they need to get, we need functional municipalities. If road infrastructure is not looked after, these are issues that become hindrances that are systemic, and that we need to make sure that together, because right now it cannot be a government-only problem, it's a problem for all of us. My children need to get into the economy and participate, and it's important and incumbent on people like myself to also contribute there towards.
We often hear that it's all about who you know in these spaces in order to climb up the ladder. So how does access to networks and industry connections influence the growth potential of youth-led e-commerce businesses?
I think that becomes your social capital. And it's so important to form it because that warm body introduction that you can get, I want to get into this space in the media. I know Kaka, maybe she might tell you about the do's and don'ts of that industry. That social capital can lead to mentors, it can lead to potential investors, be it financiers or private individuals that feel, I want to back this young person to pursue this particular idea. So one cannot overemphasize the importance of social capital, and with structures such as we do, because we go around the country having workshops, meeting with mentors that are prepared to give to the young people. That way you build your network and you are able to get access to people that you wouldn't otherwise get unless you make yourself available to learn.
David, there's so much more to explore, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
That was David Morobe, Executive General Manager for Impact Investing at Business Partners Limited. Until next time, goodbye.